I took a GoPro Hero3 Silver Edition video camera along on a dive at the Edmonds Underwater Park to see how it would operate in conditions typical of the Puget Sound. The outfit that I used consisted of the GoPro camera with an underwater housing and an Icolite Pro V8 video light. The ambient air temperature on the day of the dive was 39 degrees with overcast skies and light rain, so there wasn't much illumination from above like there would be on a sunny day. After descending, I headed to a feature in the park called the Triumph. The Triumph is a wooden-hulled tugboat that was sunk in the park in 1999. It's about 80 feet long and sits at a depth of about 40 feet. The camera was set to a resolution of 960p and shooting 30 frames per second. It was in ultra-wide-angle mode with a 4:3 aspect ratio. These are all the factory default settings. As I explored alongside the Triumph, scanning the various sea life there, I had to just point the camera in the direction of the subjects and hope they were in frame, because the camera doesn't have a viewfinder. An LCD screen is available as an option, but it doesn't come with one. As it turned out, the viewing screen isn't really necessary on ultra-wide-angle mode, because the camera picks up pretty much anything in front of it. In fact, the viewing area is so wide that it made the video light look like a narrow beam spotlight, even though it illuminates a pretty wide area. One benefit of the camera's ultra-wide-angle mode is that it pulls in so much ambient light. Even though I was in relatively low light conditions, I probably didn't need the video light. I encountered quillback rockfish, Puget Sound rockfish, lingcod, and striped perch as I scanned along the Triumph. At the stern, I found this stubborn cabezon. It wasn't about to move, so I used the opportunity to test how close I could get to a subject before losing focus. I got within a few inches of it before it swam away. It looked like the cabezon remained in focus until I was about 5 or 6 inches from it. I also tested the focusing distance on a couple of other subjects. As I moved in on this clown nudibranch, it washed out because of the spotlight effect from the video light. The camera was adjusting the exposure time based on the whole viewing area, so a small white subject in the lighted area was overexposed. This didn't happen on less reflective subjects like these kelp crabs. Altogether, I was impressed with the operation of the GoPro camera. I found the housing to be easy to use, with a tight seal and a good latch. The buttons were easy to operate, even with thick neoprene dive gloves on. The configuration that I used with a single video light worked well, although it might be better to use the camera in a narrower angle mode. But a dispersing cover for the light would work to prevent the spotlight effect in ultra-wide-angle mode, if a light is even needed at all. I look forward to trying out various different configurations in future dives.